In the world of pop royalty, where flashing lights and front-page headlines are the norm, Jackie Jackson stands apart not because he couldn't bask in the limelight, but because he chose not to. As the eldest member of the iconic Jackson 5, Jackie helped spark a global music revolution, yet decades later, his life looks nothing like the fame-fueled chaos one might expect. And now in his 70s, Jackie lives far from the noise and spectacle in a peaceful, upscale neighborhood in Nevada. While his brothers chased record deals and controversy, Jackie embraced stillness, prioritizing family and privacy, but don't mistake calm for boring. Jackie's journey is anything but ordinary. Beneath that serene surface lies a life filled with hidden drama, quiet power moves, and a mansion that tells its own story. His home isn't some palatial mega-mansion, it's a refined retreat, a sanctuary from decades of public life. And while his net worth may shock fans expecting 9 digits, Jackie's wealth lies elsewhere, in legacy, in longevity, and in a refusal to let fame define him. But what's really behind those quiet gates in the Las Vegas desert? And what secrets has Jackie been keeping all these years? Tucked away behind the sun-drenched palms of Nevada's Desert Shores neighborhood lies Jackie Jackson's escape, a home that says more in its silence than any Beverly Hills estate screaming for attention. This isn't your typical celebrity fortress designed to flaunt status. It's a refined 2-story townhouse within the Desert Shores Tennis Club, a private gated community reserved for those who seek luxury without the spotlight. With views of a serene lake and the hush of desert winds in the background, the property reflects the life Jackie's built post-fame, deliberate, thoughtful, and shielded. No red carpets here, just palm-lined streets, manicured landscaping, and neighbors who value peace over paparazzi. Inside, the space is neither oversized nor minimal. It's perfectly calibrated to offer comfort without excess, a rare trait in the world of music legends. This is where Jackie now finds rhythm, not from an audience's applause, but from the ebb and flow of desert tranquility. It's the kind of place that whispers legacy instead of shouting relevance, and Jackie wouldn't have it any other way. Step through Jackie Jackson's front door, and you're immediately greeted not by marble fountains or gold-plated furniture, but by warmth, light, and understated elegance. Vaulted ceilings open the home like a breath of fresh air, creating a sense of freedom that mirrors Jackie's life post-fame. The master bedroom upstairs offers the feel of a private retreat, large, serene, and designed for quiet moments rather than celebrity theatrics. There's a loft, twin en-suites, and a layout that cleverly balances openness with intimacy, ideal for family life without sacrificing style. Downstairs, the kitchen serves as the cozy heart of the home, where natural light spills onto the central island and breakfast nook spaces not designed for catering staff, but for morning chats over coffee and weekend pancakes with the kids. Every inch of the house is smartly used, with no room for ego or extravagance. Even the backyard is designed for calm, clean lines, open layout, and the kind of outdoor space that invites reflection under the stars. In a city known for glitz, Jackie's home is a love letter to simplicity, and a powerful rejection of everything fame tells you need. While Jackie's home may radiate quiet, his community offers a different kind of luxury, one built for living, not flexing. Desert Shores is no ordinary neighborhood. It's a private enclave, where every amenity has been designed for ease and elegance. There's a man-made lagoon with real white sand beaches, paddle boats floating gently in the water, and a full tennis and fitness club that feels more like a resort than a residential perk. The swimming pool glistens like a desert oasis, a perfect escape from those relentless $100 Vegas summers. But what sets this place apart isn't just its beauty, it's the atmosphere. Calm, family-focused, and far removed from the chaos of the Strip, this is the kind of neighborhood where people walk their dogs at sunset, not pose for TMZ. And when Jackie does crave a touch of excitement, downtown Summerlin and Red Rock Resort are just minutes away, offering world-class dining, shopping, and entertainment without dragging him into the frenzy. It's a lifestyle built on balance, and Jackie, the former prince of pop, now rules a quieter kind of kingdom. In an era where celebrity net worth is measured in 8 figures or more, Jackie Jackson's estimated fortune of under $500,000 might come as a shock. How could a founding member of one of the most successful music groups in history live with less than $1 million to his name? The answer lies in a life guided by passion over profit. While his brothers ventured into global superstardom, Jackie stayed steady, content with consistent royalties from Jackson 5 classics like I Want You Back and ABC, and modest earnings from solo projects and production credits. He never chased endorsement deals or reality TV gimmicks. His focus was on the music, not the marketing. Compared to Michael's billion-dollar legacy, Jackie's wealth is quiet, almost invisible. But that doesn't mean it's insignificant. His value lies in decades of work, a legacy of influence, and a refusal to commodify every aspect of his life. Jackie may not be wealthy by celebrity standards, but in the currency of respect, integrity, and resilience, he's a multi-millionaire. Jackie Jackson's musical journey spans over 5 decades, yet it never followed the loud, meteoric path of some of his siblings. Instead, his career has been a slow burn, consistent, layered, and deeply rooted in craft. As one of the original members of the Jackson 5, Jackie's smooth harmonies and stage charisma helped shape the group's early Motown identity. He wasn't just a backup vocalist, he often shared lead with Michael, especially on hits like I Want You Back and ABC. In the 1970s and 80s, Jackie continued with the Jacksons after the family left Motown and rebranded under Epic Records. He wasn't just singing, he was writing. Songs like Enjoy Yourself and Can You Feel It were co-written by Jackie, adding songwriting royalties to his income stream, but his solo ventures were quietest. His 1973 and 1989 albums, Jackie Jackson and Be the One, didn't top charts, but they showcased his soul-infused style and desire to step out of Michael's shadow. Behind the scenes, Jackie built 2 independent record labels, Jesco Records and Futurist Entertainment, to support new talent, and even mentored his own son Siggy Jackson. He also briefly stepped into reality TV as co-star and executive producer of The Jacksons, a family dynasty on 8. The show offered a rare glimpse into the family's behind-the-scenes dynamic after Michael's death. While other Jacksons made headlines, Jackie was always working, always building, proof that fame isn't the only fuel for a lasting legacy. Beneath the polished public image of Jackie Jackson lies a deeply human story, filled with heartbreak, physical pain, and a scandal that would forever mar his otherwise clean reputation. In 1984, while rehearsing for the massively anticipated Victory Tour, Jackie suffered a serious injury. Some reports point to a car crash involving his then-wife, Enid Arden Spann. The incident forced him to miss key performances during a pivotal moment in the Jacksons' global comeback. But the deeper wounds were emotional. Jackie and Enid's marriage was a roller coaster. They wed, divorced, then remarried in the late 70s. But their second attempt crumbled amid allegations of domestic violence. In 1984, Enid filed for divorce a second time, this time with a restraining order, citing physical abuse. At the height of Jackson family fame, the news was explosive. While Jackie never addressed the case in detail publicly, the accusations left a permanent scar on his personal narrative. It was a devastating moment that clashed with his calm, controlled image, and it cast a shadow over an otherwise private life. Even decades later, that chapter remains one of the few times Jackie's name made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Yet in true Jackson fashion, he weathered the storm, not with press conferences or denials, but by stepping back, rebuilding in silence, and continuing to show up for his family. It was the lowest point in his story, but it didn't define the man. Jackie Jackson has never been one to fade quietly, even if he avoids the spotlight. In the wake of personal turmoil and the tragic loss of his brother Michael, Jackie found a new purpose: preserving legacy, mentoring the next generation, and reminding the world that the Jackson story was still being written. After Michael's passing in 2009, Jackie became a consultant for the King of Pop's estate, ensuring that the family's legacy was treated with dignity. He took part in projects like the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil experience, and served as executive producer of the family's reality show, all while preparing for something few expected: a Jackson's reunion. In 2012, Jackie joined Tito, Marlon, and Jermaine on a global tour, bringing old fans back into the fold and introducing new ones to the music that changed pop history. He even founded a third record label, Critically Amused, to continue developing fresh talent, and Jackie didn't stop there. In 2024, he confirmed that new Jackson's music had been recorded, high energy, bold, and a nod to the group's timeless roots. At 74, Jackie is not clinging to the past, he's reshaping the future. For a man who once seemed happy to disappear, he's emerged as a quiet force behind one of music's most enduring legacies. Beyond the music and beyond the stage, Jackie Jackson has spent decades giving back, not for applause, not for headlines, but because it's who he is. Long before celebrity activism became a trend, Jackie was quietly investing his time and energy into causes that hit close to home. During the height of the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s and 90s, 90s, Jackie lent his voice to awareness campaigns and fundraising drives, helping shift public perception during a time of widespread fear and misinformation. Cancer research became another mission, and Jackie regularly appeared at charity events to raise money for treatment and prevention. He also became a vocal supporter of diabetes research, recognizing the devastating impact it had on underserved communities. And perhaps most meaningful of all, Jackie has been an advocate for inner-city youth through his work with Time for Kids, a non-profit that empowers children through music and the arts. He teaches production, shares industry insight, and mentors young artists looking for a way out of poverty and into purpose. Jackie has also participated in campaigns to fight homelessness in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, offering both donations and direct involvement in outreach events. He never made flashy speeches or filmed his good deeds for social media. His style of giving is intimate, intentional, and deeply authentic. For Jackie, fame was never the goal, and neither was recognition. The reward is in the ripple effects, quiet victories that continue to echo far beyond the stage. In a family defined by world-shaking talent, staggering fame, and public spectacle, Jackie Jackson chose a different kind of legacy, one built not on dominance, but on durability. While Michael moonwalked into history, and Janet conquered the charts, Jackie carved out a lane of his own, less dazzling but no less meaningful. He was the steady hand in a whirlwind wind, the calm brother who held the center when everything else spun out. From humble beginnings in Gary, Indiana, to global stages and back to the quiet desert in Las Vegas, Jackie's life traces a full arc from dreamer to legend, from turmoil to peace. His story isn't about record-breaking sales or viral moments, it's about resilience, fatherhood, consistency, and the long game. At 74, he still walks with the same grace he brought to the stage decades ago, but now it's through community centers, family gatherings, and recording studios where the next generation takes notes. He's not just the eldest Jackson, he's the backbone of a family that shaped modern music. And in a world obsessed with noise, Jackie Jackson reminds us of the power of silence, of dignity, and of doing the work without demanding the credit. In every quiet corner of his home, every beat of a new song, and every child he mentors, Jackie's legacy lives on, not loud, but lasting. And so, while the world chased headlines, Jackie Jackson built something far more rare: peace, purpose, and a quiet kind of power. His story isn't just about being the eldest of a pop dynasty, it's about choosing family over fame, stability over spectacle, and authenticity over applause. In every room of his modest Las Vegas home, in every note of music still echoing from his past, Jackie shows us that greatness doesn't always come with a spotlight. It often grows in silence. If this story moved you or opened your eyes to the untold side of a Jackson legend, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss another story of quiet resilience, rich legacy, and lives worth remembering. We'll see you in the next video, because every home, every legend, and every life still has a story left to tell.